All right. What's up, YouTube? It is your boy, Ink the Sync Master. We are ready for a round six of the International Tally Score League. In the first match, we have Kevin versus Dirt. Let's go ahead and get started. We got Kevin on the birds and Dirt on the Flamvels. He's playing Flamvels. All right, let's get started. All right. So Dirt wins the rock paper scissors. He's got heavy book, uh, two bricks, a fire dog, and a small dog. All right. So I'm guessing he's gonna lead off with a set Raiko, if I had to guess. Set Raiko and pass. Is probably what I'm doing. He sets the book. I'd probably keep the book in hand just in case I want to be able to get a fire dog F off. Plus I have the heavy if my opponent just like sets two passes. Um, all right, for the Blackwing player, I'm spacing the fuck out of that. And then I'm going to be dropping Sirocco, Bora, and hitting in for a bunch of damage. The classic 1-2 punch. Oh, and he does it. Oh, God. He doesn't go for the Pierce. Interesting, interesting. Alright. Oh, so he's playing Flamvel Cat. Flamvel Cat. Alright. Wouldn't be a dirt deck without one cat in it. One fucking pussy. Alright. Then we'll hit him for 17. Cool. We set the bottom list. That'll protect us from the fire dog, except we do have that heavy storm. Ooh, so the summoner monk without the cat in deck feels bad. So we got the heavy storm. A little fire dog. Make us a little... Ooh, no, just kidding. We got the Kalute. Yeah, definitely dropped the Kalute there. Just totally forgot about that. Plus, that brings us at, when this dies, 3 darks. So, yeah. And then Dirt's hand sucks. Now we get a good card. 17. So he's not dropping it, I guess, just because he wants to keep his dad alive. I think that makes sense. Plus, they'll get run over by another fire dog anyway. All right, so we got rekindling. So we're probably just going magician rekindling. Yeah. Oh, forgot we have 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Damn. But that dad is going to be no bueno. So Kevin keeping the Sure in hand, definitely a good play. Colossal, you go Colossal Stardust, double Colossal. Okay. Yeah, so where's he going? Colossal Stardust. Okay, so he's just gonna hit over the Stardust, pop the Colossal. Yeah, feels. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Okay, so he's just gonna keep. I don't know why he didn't just. Oh, why didn't you just drop Dad? Okay, so Kevin with the. Why didn't you just drop Dad? That's just game, right? No, no. There's a Stardust on field. I'm sorry. Apologize. Cool. That's a field, man. No brain. All right, so we got the Jiu-Jitsu Master, which is probably really solid against Blackwings. Just another Snowman Eater. Uh, why not Snowman Eater? I guess Stardust. trying to think. Puts it back to the top of the deck. Don't know if that's better. Can out like the value synchros better. So Dirt's case, we're just gonna go ahead. So we're gonna set the Starlight, set the Deep Prison, and probably setting the Hamster. Because if we can like maybe pop a back row with our Raikou on next turn and going with Fire Dog, that would be bad. We'll set Jujutsu Master. I think that's fair too. I'm probably just. You are probably worried about Knock to some degree, or like thinking about it, or maybe you should be. So we go Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon's gonna get hit with. Probably gonna go ahead and DD prison that. I'm probably deprisoning that, because the other Black Wings are gonna get shuffled back and not destroy it. But on the other hand, you do want the Black Wings banished, and you don't really care if the Cyber Dragon gets banished. But yeah, I'm probably going with the deprison on it. Okay, I think that's fair too, though. I'm not exactly sure what is correct. So we'll set MST, set Yada. Could probably set the Torrential too if we wanted to. Just because these others are chainable. Okay, so Cyber Dragon's coming off the top. That's kind of like why I was just saying deprison it, because against what Dirt's hand is now, the Cyber Dragon is just going to keep like being good. It's not going to like get bad at any point, because like you're not going to be putting up anything that is going to favorably do well against the Cyber Dragon. So now I think we just have to, yeah, we're just kind of back at square one, I guess. Probably set the Spy because we have the Descendant in hand. Yeah. We draw the Cyber Dragon again. Maybe we just special summon it again for sure. Swing in. No reason not to change it up. From here, I am not using the Cyber, or I'm not using the Deep Prison again. Yeah, just gonna get that. We'll have a Descendant. There was like something to be said. Drawing the third Spy sucks. There was something to be said about deprisoning, so you'd have 2 Spies to be able to pop with Descendant, but I think that play is definitely correct. Keep the deprison. Okay, yeah, this is. I feel like you just have to go Descendant, pop the Cyber Dragon, because otherwise he's just gonna kind of eat your Spy, and then your Descendant's not doing anything. Okay, so he chooses not to go for the Spy. Get a Raikou, sure. Okay, this turned out well because I feel like I'm always attacking the Spy in that case for the Cyber Dragon, just because like like it's easy for me to say because I know he has this in the hand, but like just getting the body off the board. And okay, we MST random now. That could have been a space, but we have the Yada, so we're kind of fine with that. We hit the deprison, so that deprison never got to get value. We'll set our torrential. Okay, so we might walk into a Starlight Road here. We get value off of the Descendant. Yada just being a really solid card, I think. Go ahead, do that. Yeah, Kevin is really like just okay. And we draw the brain control. Yep. Thinky think. We take the Stardust Dragon. Wait. Sirocco, Bora. Go. Tribute over. Special to Bora. Sure. Or Sirocco hit over the Descendant, and then yeah, Pierce for 16. We're fine with that. Mill 3. Hopefully, well, some Flamvels. One Flamvel. But we have a Fire Dog, and we draw another Fire Dog, so we don't have any tuner. And this is just getting deprisoned. Man. Let me draw the Whirlwind. Alright. So that's probably the end of that one. Just thinking, I think we're playing a little too passively, and we had a bunch of like normal summons in our hand. I think we just needed to try to like make something happen. Hmm. Yeah, that, and I think we're just maybe playing some card. I just don't think the Flamvel cards are good. I think the cat stuff is pretty solid. I think the cat stuff is good. The Raikou hamster stuff is good. The GK and the Flamvel stuff is a little. I feel like we're trying to do a little too much with the flips. We just kind of couldn't get anything really going. They're playing the set monster deck, and then I say that as if the game is totally ended, but yeah. I just feel like Kaiku against Black Wings is weird. I think Kaiku versus Vayu is pretty solid. But yeah. Alright, so we don't hit over because we don't really want him to do the Kalut, but yeah, we just Gale. Yeah, Brio bounce. Alright. Yeah, that was pretty well done. I think there probably were some things. Let me see. The brain control. I think Kevin played pretty solidly. The Cyber Dragon, just like leading on the Cyber Dragon, not really committing anything else to the board, especially because he had the Torrential. He did no dirt, had the Starlight Road. I don't think it was like obvious that it was a Starlight Road. But yeah, so kind of keeping his board clean from the threat of his own Torrential with Cyber Dragon was solid. I don't know if braining the Stardust sack for it. Yeah, because we didn't have any other way to get over it. Yeah, no. So yeah, that was it. But yeah, solid stuff here. Saving the Yada. Yada got popped, got the draw from it. Used it really effectively. He drew Black Whirlwind, so that was good playing on his part. But yeah, alright. So that is 2-0 from the Kevin to the dirt. Next one, we got Kei versus Ganon, the bald off. We got Ganon playing Dark Calling. We got Kei playing a normal Edison deck. Alright, so we're going to send the Rock Boy with this hand. Probably just setting... I'm guessing we're going to be going... So I'm not setting return. I can set that next turn. So it's either set book, set Mirror Force. I like, you have the book in hand, so you can book a monster to hit with Dark Calling, but Mirror Force is a little more valuable. Probably setting the book first turn in passing. Yeah, that's what he does. Um, so he's still playing just an Edison deck. We'll go set Hamster, set Dust Shoot, probably set Space. Maybe keep the Space in hand. We know that we're not going to be able to deal with the Prisma, and so I might be going set Dust Shoot, set Compulse to bounce that Dark Calling that he potentially might have. Yeah, that's what he does. So he goes ahead. Prisma now gonna activate, or we'll get Trap Dust Shooted first. And with this hand, we're not setting back because he doesn't have Miracle Fusion, so we're definitely not setting back the Snowman Eater. Definitely setting back the Caius because that Caius would be brutal on the Hamster with our only trap being Compulse. So yeah, go ahead, hit the Caius. That sucks. And now he knows our hand. So we'll go ahead, send a Fiend, probably Mally Edge. Yeah. Is that its name? Yeah, I think so. Reveal Fiend. We could go for it now. It might be a little bit. I feel like this deck needs to play like way more spell trap removal or like trap stuns and shit. Like play way less like real traps and play like you're. I would imagine most of the time you're winning from fucking blowing them out with spell cards. But the thing is that the Dark Calling fusion is just so fragile. Compulse, Bottomless, Deep Prison, Mirror Force, Book of Moon, anything interrupts it. So I think I'd be playing like Dust Tornadoes, Trap Stuns, maybe Nobleman, Extermination, to like just make sure those big plays are going off. He might not have drawn them, but that's at least what I'm thinking. Might be what the deck needs. Alright, so we hit into a Hamster. We get a Raikou, so we're still playing an Edison deck. We draw Dust Tornado, so still just indiscriminate. Alright, so we draw a Infernal Prodigy. Not amazing in this scenario. We don't have a Caius. We don't have a Mally Edge to convert off of it. So I think we just go Prisma, send again, maybe send a Water this time. Maybe send Ocean. Yeah, Ocean. Cool. And then yeah, man. So he knows about the Snowman Eater. We could go Dark Calling. Nah, it's worse than it was last turn. It says Book of Moon. Kind of in a shitty position. Probably. Yeah, probably. He didn't flip the Raikou last turn, so I'd probably just keep the Prisma, don't attack into the Raikou, see if you can get another send. Just try to get value from there. But we'll do that. We'll attack into the Raikou. Okay. And we hit Book of Moon. Alright, so we're playing Dragons. Confirmed. We hit 2 good mills together. We'll set the Snowman Eater. So that's kind of probably why we want to hit into the Raikou, so that we can set the Snowman Eater and like safely. So we'll dust 1, dust a Mirror Force. Now we'll space. That was solid. We can space now or the dust to set the space. Kind of play around the Dust Shoot. But he probably knew that was return because of his hand. But it could have theoretically been a top deck Dust Shoot. So this play that he does is, I don't know how I feel about it. So we compulse our own Hamster. So we hit into the Snowman Eater. Here, he could pop it. Target one face-up monster on the field. So I Might I probably would have, because he can normal summon, I guess. But then he doesn't get his red med. Um, I probably would have popped myself and hoped to get the Prisma back, maybe. Um, but yeah, that feels really bad if he has Caius. Uh, okay, but we've whittled his traps down at least. Um, so we'll set bottomless, get the red med back. So he has a trap anyway, so it doesn't matter, man. Uh, that's not gonna do anything. So we Dark Calling, that'll just get bottomless immediately. And then, yeah, that's kind of like probably the turning point, that bottomless. We bottomless this, but I don't know how much it matters. We set Hamster. We Grimmel. Oh, now I remember this game. Oh my god. So this Grimmel is going to turn in, it's going to probably make the game go way longer than it should have. So we'll go ahead, Grammel. Unfortunately, we don't draw. Do we have any other dragons in grave? No, so we don't have any more dragons. Okay. I was gonna say on his next turn he could have tributed red med, but no dragons to really do anything with the red med. Plus we know he has the Grammel, so that's dumb. So we'll bounce this and make Raikou pop the Prodigy. It's not bad. Don't mill anything good. Keep the Starlight in hand for the Gores. Duh. We could just pass here with the Gores in hand. We could also try to make him just keep using his normal summon on the Grammel. We do know that he's playing the rock deck, so we probably are fearing at least some number of Frostland, or we should be keeping that in the back of our head. Okay, Plague. Setting Plague instead. It just doesn't really matter though, because it's going to get Grand Mold. Set Torrential. Wyvern. Yeah, I'm just going in with... yeah, just summoning the Wyvern. Okay, so we Torrential, so that's nice for us if we're KA, because if we can get this red med into the grave at any point, that Wyvern's just a floater. So we draw a Future Fusion, which might help us out. So we get the Fossil Dyna with no ways to get rid of the Fossil Dyna in 2 turns if it lives that long. So we'll go Grammel. I think KH's plan is just to let the Fossil Dyna kill its own Future Fusion. So we set 12. Not that he could really do anything anyway. Solemn Judgment. Shit, he's up. He's now up tempo because of the Torrential Tribute. And so if KH doesn't draw anything, we could just kill him with the Fossil Dyna, which is crazy to think about. We'll see. This is kind of a crazy lock. He draws the one of Lightning Vortex, or at least I presume the one of Lightning Vortex, which is absolutely insane. I'm probably judgmenting that, man. That's your win condition. Your win condition now is just make him stay on normal summons, Fossil and Grammel. I think, or I guess, no, because he discarded a Plague. So that's very fortunate that we drew those 2 in combination so that we can go for Plague. So yeah, keeping the, not judgmenting that, I guess was correct. But yeah, feels bad that those 2 are drawn in combination because we might have been able to get out of what should have definitely been a losing scenario. We'll deprison the Spirit Reaper. So the Grammel will come back to be able to be a positive tempo. Ooh, but we don't have the Fossil Dyna. Okay, so we summon this. We'll summon the Grammel. I wonder if we should have hit with Absolute Zero first. We would have put him at 900. So this is exact game regardless. But we might be fearing a Gores. So, ooh man, if that was Dark Calling, that's crazy. Um, but we hit with that. He drops a Gores. Let's say we hit with Ab Zero. He drops a Gores at 25 token. You Granmole back the Gores, put it back in his hand. Mm, or Granmole back the token. And put him at 900 so that, like, maybe anything can kill him. Instead of just poking it for 900, and then if he has a Gores, your Ab Zero can't trade with him anyway. Uh, yeah, I think that would definitely have been the better play, going Ab Zero hit in first. So we draw the Heavy Storm. And then we have Caius, or we just go Gores swing over, clear the Ab Zero. Main phase 2, we can Caius the Gramble with our Plague Spreader. Yep. Yeah, and that's finally, I think that's the end of the dream. Probably no targets left, maybe. Probably play at least another Prisma. Oh no, probably just play 2 Prisma. Alright, and we'll just swing in. So we know what he had. So we're gonna main phase 2 set the hamster. Did we mill all our Raikos? 2 Raiko? I'm probably setting the hamster. Um, he's not wanting to in case of a top deck Dark Calling though, right? 26, 38. That would put him at 500. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's crazy that that deck can do so much damage. Um, Debris, we already ran into a torrential, so we know this isn't torrential. We can go into Iron Chain, banish for Red Med. Red Med, bring back. Banish for Red Med in like defense. Bring back Wyvern and attack, something like that. No, Barrier Force is gone too. So probably just Red Med, bring back Wyvern. And then swing with everything. So almost one off the back of a Fossilina and a Granmole. Um, both people winding up with the Future Fusions, so 2 bald Future Fusions face off. So we send the 2 targets. Set Snowman, set Trap, Dust Shoot. Yeah. Okay, so we set Wing Blast as well. Yeah, it just sucks that we don't have anything really good to discard off of Wing Blast. So we'll go ahead and hit the Caius. This would probably be game, or at least like crazier, way crazier position if we didn't have the Future Fusion also. So yeah, definitely hitting the Caius here is what we're doing, because Wyvern's just gonna get Snowman Eatered. Because a lot of times, Dragon players will just set the Wyvern anyway because they don't want to run into like a bottomless or deep prison. So we'll hit the Caius because Snowman Eater won't be able to do anything against a set monster. We'll play our own. Okay, so we're not playing our own Future Fusion. Maybe trying to. Okay, yeah. So we're setting up the Judgment, so that our Future Fusion can go through next turn. That is definitely the right play. Forgot he had the Judgment in hand. So just kind of protecting that Future Fusion. Then right here, we can't really do anything as the Dark Calling deck, which kind of have to chill. Uh, Hopefully our future fusion can go off. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and activate our own future fusion. Um, the choices are discard Wing Blast, discard Gores, but he gets it next turn. Yeah. And this is kind of why like I've been thinking that Raigeki break is probably better. Just because like there's so many, like I never want to spin a Whirlwind. I don't really want to spin a Dad. The cards that like really are losing you the game, we're wanting to Raigeki break them most of the time, like except Stardust. Um, yeah. Uh, so Raigeki break would have been crazy here, but it's Wing Blast. Yeah, man, Raigeki break would have been crazy. Okay, so we torrential. Um, yeah, and yeah, torrential when your opponent activates future fusion, it's gonna have to resolve future fusion. Feels so good. Um, and then we can't really do anything else because we got two back row with the Gores in hand. We got a Solemn Judgment to back up everything. So we're just gonna probably just go to in phase and revive our red meds. Okay, so we're gonna set a Wyvern. Okay. I guess he's probably thinking that at least one of them's bottomless. I don't know. Hmm. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that one. I think going Wyvern, get one of the red meds in defense wouldn't have been bad, but who's to say? So we draw our Dark Calling. It is, in fact, not live because we. Oh yeah, it's live, but only for. Can you do it from grave too, or is it just banish hand? Okay, so it's live, but we'll have to discard our Gores, right? If we want it, yeah. Okay, so we're discarding our Gores with the Wing Blast, then we're gonna Dark Calling um, to summon the Malicious Fiend, which is way worse than the Dark Gaia. So it's literally just a guy. We have Lightning Vortex to out it if we want, but we also have Mirror Force and Solemn Judgment because the card doesn't really do much. We get our 5-headed dragon. Uh, it's going to run into D Prison. Alright, we have a normal summoned. We can go ahead and Red Med revive shit. The Chaos Sorcerer? I don't know how I feel. I wonder if he's playing that. Is it Prime Material Dragon? That's a light. I wonder if he's playing that to keep it keep it alive more often, or if he's just playing the 3 Raikos. Because I feel like with the 3 Raikos, I wonder that might not. I don't know if that's enough to. I know it's like 3 Raikos and the maybe charge, maybe hamster to warrant the Chaos Sorcerer. Plus, with the Chaos Sorcerer, a lot of times you might have to banish a red med, or at least I can imagine that happening semi frequently. Um, yeah, I don't know about that. I wonder if he's playing Dad. Um, I think I've wondered that before, but I'm not sure. All right. It stays because it was banished, not destroyed. So we'll Vortex, set our Mirror Force, set our Judgment, and then bring 3 red meds out. We could bring 2. Probably just bring in 2. So luckily, we have a brain control, but we could have Judgmented that. Don't need to. I think right here. Oh, so we know he has the Judgment, so we're not just going to sack for Caius. We don't know he has the Mirror Force, so we're going to swing. It's going to get Mirror Forced, right? Yeah. No set. Red Eyes bring out a Wyvern. We bottomless that because the bottomless isn't doing anything else. We judgment. We swinging for a bunch. A dark calling off the rip. No, we don't have any rocks. Prisma. That's just game, huh? Yeah. Rough. I think maybe like if this was Raigeki break, the game would have gone a lot differently. Otherwise, I just feel like this deck probably. I don't know. I don't think this deck is very amazing. But it's definitely when it goes off and you get those kills, I'm sure it's really fucking cool. This deck is like all right. This is like probably like a top 15 deck, maybe top 15. All right. Next one we got. Oh, Mitch got the nice ranking. Okay. Okay, so we got Mitch versus Jaren. Jaren on, I think, zombies, most likely, versus Mitch with the Vayu, the sweet Vayu hand. Ooh, that looks good. All right, so what I'm doing in this scenario is probably you can go set Gruffer set. So you know, if you know you're playing zombies, I'm just going set Gruffer and like passing. Um, Set Gruffer, maybe set Judgment, maybe set MST. Could set all three. I think he could also just go Gruffer set MST. Would be solid. The only thing I'm like kind of worried about if I go Gruffer set without setting Judgment is if the zombie player mind controls my Gruffer, dumps like Plague and like Goblin Zombie, and then whatever like fucks me. That'd feel really bad. But I guess that's like one card that you're playing around. It's probably either Gruffer set nothing or Gruffer set space. I don't think I want to expose the Judgment that early. I don't know if it's that terrible though. So we set Gruffer set MST. Okay, yeah, solid. Okay, so we do have the mind control, but we don't have mind controlling it without any tuner would be ballsy. You don't know that your opponent is setting a dark Gruffer. You're never thinking that. So if he mind controls a value, it's terrible. Although I guess it's not that bad because we could go Reaper poke, and then yeah, like it's not that bad. And then if it's not, we can go mind control. If it's like a hamster or Raikou, we can obviously get value or negate their value off of that. Yeah, because of the Reaper in hand, I'm probably mind controlling it and then seeing what the fuck happens. If it's a play, I can attack with the Spear Reaper and then main phase 2 do something maybe. Because there's like a slight chance that it's a Plague Spreader. But we might just go set Spirit Reaper, set D-Prison. Or like set Reaper, set D-Prison Judgment. Okay, set Mirror Force. So now we're just gonna sack for Caius. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things you have to worry about. Although I guess mind conning attacking with the Judgment. Yeah. Maybe we should have said the judgment. Just because what happens so often is the person who goes first just gets to slam their Kaias down first, and then they just kind of cut you off. You know, like if this, even if this was a goblin zombie, if it was any kind of recruiter, um, you guess you probably have to set that judgment behind it if you're not gonna, if there is no way for you to get rid of their monster because of this exact thing. Um, like a judgment here, and then you have a reaper. Let's say you draw into like any kind of zombie, then you have just like so much going for you. So yeah, now that I'm seeing that, I definitely think in retrospect, setting the judgment is right. Just because of that very common value, or just like hamster like a Caius uh, play of just going first and being able to summon your Caius first. Okay, nothing we can do with this hand. I'm probably just setting deep prison. Setting deep prison, studying judgment. He has the Caius and a judgment face down. Yeah, I'm just doing that. I'm not gonna do anything with the zombie master. See if we can get any kind of anything going. Maybe next turn with it if we draw something good. Although it's not really likely because we don't have any zombie in our grave. And then yeah, kind of having this getting Caius also is making the zombie master even worse. Not that we can really foresee what our top deck's going to be, but I'm definitely not setting the zombie master though. We have the deep prison for defense. We're probably not going to die next turn. Um, and it's just going to be a free +1 for this. Okay, now we judgment this, but because we didn't judgment the first turn, or we didn't set judgment the first turn, it's getting judgmented back. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I think Mitch is definitely right to flip this or to flip the judgment. I think like in hindsight, knowing that it's a zombie master, you're not gonna be flipping it, but you're probably thinking it's some sort of recruiter, um, and then we just swing in for game. But wait, don't we have a deep prison? Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, so we have a deep prison, so we take 1,000 um, for the burn, um, and then we what Okay, so he attacked. Jiren took 1,000 for the burn. Didn't see Mitch attack. So Mitch did attack. And it just would have been deep prison. So let's see. Mitch said I didn't technically attack. Yeah, you did. You pressed attack. You did the animation. This doesn't really matter. I'm not summoning anything into this though. I'm just gonna swing. Yeah. So with deep prison now, okay, nothing really lost. We send the. So this is why I think you should. Or one of the reasons why I definitely think you should play Necrogarden. It comes up so often that you want to Rhoda for Necrogarden. So the Book of Life is dead because we have no zombies because they just kept getting Caiused. And then we just swing in for game. Alright. Alright, so we got a... Man, this zombie hand is awful. Jesus. We do have a Trag, though. Definitely siding Trag out against value because of DDV coming in. So this is something that we need to worry about as a zombie player. Games 2 and 3s and even 1s technically, but 2s and 3s we can side out some of our zombie card or some of our maybe less impactful zombie cards or just cards in general that are going to get hit with DDV. Maybe bring in like Kaikus or something, or like a Breaker, the Magical Warrior, to kind of hit their like oppressions maybe. And Trag is definitely one of those cards that you want to take out because when it's in your hand, the question mark technically counts as a 0. So Deck Devastation Virus is gonna be able to kill your Trag if it was in hand. So like, let's say he like makes the thing, makes the Blackwing card, passes, Deck Devies you, then both of these are getting hit. Um, so we go Gruffer, pitch Sirocco, pitch Value. Okay, so my opponent passed with 6 cards in his hand. So we're thinking that it's probably Gores. Could also be zombies are like one of the few zombies in like Dragon Turbo, like one of the only decks that play Trag. And like maybe any kind of like light sworn deck maybe. Um, but we probably know, or we're thinking he has a Gores, maybe a Trag. I am not swinging into that. I don't think I'm gonna deck Debbie him before I do that. I think to kind of see what his hand looks like. Also, you know, if we are playing against zombies, there's if they kept Trag in, it's a 50-50 whether it's a Trag or a Gores. And if it is a Trag, then we can deck Debbie it while it's in his hand. If it's a Gores, then we know it's in his hand, and we kind of play around that a little bit better. So I think this is probably, and like if this was a Gores, um, like what do we could go. If it was a Gores, it's just making it harder for us. Like we do have Sirocco Gale to like out the Gores, but we're just kind of like I don't know doing. That'd be committing a lot of cards. Like let's say it was a Gores and the rest of his hand wasn't bad like it kind of is, or like just I don't know. I'm probably not swinging though. So we drop a 3K Trag. We set MST, right? MST or Deck Debbie, yeah. Set Deck Debbie. In standby, we're gonna Deck Debbie. I don't know about that. I'd probably do that. Like, if he goes set anything, I'm probably not triggering the Deck Debbie this early. Maybe let him try to use like a brain control or mind control. Something, swing into our cards and then maybe deck Debbie. Maybe like take 3 cards out of his hand or whatever. Maybe he crashes into something. Um, yeah, probably not doing it first. Because if he's going to attack, then he's not going to set anything before he attacks. So you're going to get to see all the spells and traps. Yeah, I think deck deving right away was kind of weird. He might have been seeing red, seeing green. Okay, so we get just a Gale. We swing over this. Yeah, this part about Trag sucks because you want to set your traps in like a zombies are fairly trap heavy, but now he's 1200 attack and a Gale runs over it without even using its effect. We're gonna set the Raikou first because this is kind of this combo is gonna be kind of a solid trump card. Hopefully he draws into some deck Devi targets. Nope. Raikou mills nothing. We get a brain 2. Just going in for a Gale. If that gets deprisoned, feels kind of bad, but we have a brain control to convert off the Sirocco as well. We're just going to start punching because if he draws anything that can swing over the Gale, Besides Mizuki, it's going to get discarded. Um, and then if it's a Caius, you can't play it. Don't allure. Yeah, we're not alluring because under deck Devi, it'll still check the cards we draw off of allure. It's not just the cards you draw during draw phase. So we'll get another 13 in. Okay, no, we're going to Mirror Force now. Okay. We set Torrential. Set Oppression. We know their hand. We know it can't really do too much. Okay, so now we can start maybe trying to do something. Um, we could like space one and then like heavy the other, and then Starlight. Might be able to punch for game through that. So we could go like space one of them. Let's say that the space was, uh, yeah, hits the torrential. We go heavy storm. We chain our Starlight. The oppression. That sucks. Probably out alluring first though. Alluring before we do anything. Okay, so we heavy right away. Okay, that's probably better to save or to, yeah, forget. Heavy, and then we can MST the oppression. Okay, so we MST chain. Nice, 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 Jaren. We get the Stardust Dragon. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So Torrential would have to be. Yeah. Okay, so Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 3, Chainlink 4. This resolves. Um, Summons. We can't Torrential on that. Um, so yeah, can't Torrential here. Um, then we could allure. So right there, I would have definitely allured. Um, no, not the same thing. If it was a normal Stardust, it'd come back. Um, we Torrential here. That's a solid Torrential. Does he have Value Engrave? No. Yeah. Call the Haunted. Caius. We'll hit the Raikou, hopefully. We bottomless trap hole. The Caius. Call stays. We got Judgment Brain. Yeah, passing. Man, we really turned this game around, I think. So we got a card trooper that's a great top deck. Luckily, we have a Deep Prison to counter that. Oh, he does have a Judgment. And if we mill any value, which is decent chances, doesn't happen. I can't bottomless of that because it comes out 400. And then, yeah, it can't be bought. Jaren is learning, living, laughing, and learning. We judgment that. I think that if we see that that other thing is a bottomless, I think that's fair to spend it on now. Because mm, maybe it's not actually. Let's see. So he hasn't fucking drawn shit, dude. What the fuck? Uh, let's say he trades. Then you have a judgment. You know he has a bottomless. You can at any point brain something, but you're at 2950, or no, you're at like 6,000. And you know one card in his hand is like semi-dead, maybe. Um, or no, you know this is an allure. But if you do hit a value, if you just even hit one value off Card Trooper, it's not that great because of bottomless, but you can maybe hopefully just keep it up. I don't know. I think if he just draws like any zombie and swings over it, you feel really, really bad. And with an allure in hand, chances are it's really decent that he's going to be able to do that. But then you get a draw for Trooper. I don't know. That's tricky. I probably wouldn't have Judgmented. We'll see. Drawn to a Diva. My God. This is very unlucky. So we blind allure. Hit one. Not going to do anything. So Jaren, let's not side pulling the rug against Vayu because we only hit 2 Armageddon Knights and 2 Caiuses. Max 3 Caiuses, but probably just 2 Armageddon Knights and 2 Caius. So probably not siding this. Probably not our best bet. That's a solid draw with the brain. Still not hitting any value. Okay, so turns out that maybe we should have kept the Card Trooper, because Jaren's luck is fucking terrible. So we just know he's not gonna draw into anything. Yeah, my God. So we gotta do this just to like live. Jeez. And we don't hit any value. So we got a bunch of birds, but they're all big birds. You need small birds. Mitch saying unreal when his opponent hasn't drawn. When he cheats. Mitch saying unreal when he cheats. It's funny. So we just swing over for presumably game. Yeah. Mitch also cheats by not accurately representing the game state. Hopefully Mitch does something about pulling the rug being bad. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how we didn't like the heavy storm, starlight. Yeah, wow. Actually crazy that deck Devi was like so bad. Um so to wrap it up, we can't activate torrential tribute off of Starlight Road because of how that chain link worked. Zombies are very mid sometimes. Don't side pulling the rug against value. Let's see, what else? I think, yeah, maybe Solemn Judgment, the Deep Prison was the right play. Because if our path to winning was just a Trooper beatdown, I think that's all. And you get a draw from him too. I Yeah, I don't know, tough. And you would have imagined that you would have milled some values in the time that he was milling, but we still didn't. We had this. Um, some very solid plays from Jaren. I think we could have hit that allure when we had these 2 in hand. Even though the rest of our deck was fucking like we weren't gonna be drawing anything. I think it would still have been correct to try to get some like live activity happening. All right, let's go ahead and go to. So those first 3 matches are all 2-0s, but luckily we have a not 2-0. So we have Vayu versus the Black Wings, fake birds versus real birds. All right, so we got a kind of average, maybe like slightly below average value hand. But we have a starter and we have a dust shoot. And then if we draw a greffer, where it's insane. So we're just going to be going first turn. We're 99% sure Alex is playing, or Alex R is playing Black Wings. So I'm going to be going ahead and setting the hamster to try to play around a Shura. So hamster said dust, said bottomless. Yeah. For sure, for sure, for sure. We dust shoot here. We're going to be taking this. I'm probably hitting the Sirocco because he has the brain control. I think if he didn't have the brain control, I'm probably getting the Collude out of hand. But the brain control can just kind of like wipe our board with the Sirocco. So probably hitting that. Okay, so we hit Collude. Yeah, I guess that's not bad if we think our opponent's gonna summon the Sirocco this turn, you get hit by bottomless. But I think because of what Alex Little is picking, I think Alex Rodrigue should not summon the Sirocco this turn. Probably just set Icarus, set Dust Shoot. Okay, so we just set Dust Shoot because there's no really way to. Okay, Alex Little is being heads up with the Dust Shoot MST thing. I mean, I guess he did see the Dust Shoot, but like, are you ever doing that if you don't know that he has Dust Shoot? So we know he has Brain. So it's like we don't want to summon anything to get it brained. We could summon a Vayu. Like if he brains the Vayu, that's terrible value from him. I don't think that's bad. So we Dust Shoot. It's probably... So he hits the Sirocco. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Actually, we could probably flip the... Because like, if he brains our hamster, or brains our Vayu, that's like such a good trade. So I'm summoning the bird, summoning the hamster. Okay, we'll set Necro. Alright. Yeah, we'll just bottomless this. I think setting the Ick, we should have been setting the Ick with the Dust Shoot, because we knew... Yeah, would have been doing that so that we could, like, if that Icarus was here, then if he wouldn't have bottomless, I'm guessing, but if he does, then we can, you know, just play the Icarus and just take that 2 for 3. But now I think we do that. We've already normal summoned. So we're just hitting into the Raikou just so that we can try to get the hamster, but we can just mill only. My wife walked in and the dog is barking. Alright, so yeah, I think this is not that great, because we can just mill and then, like, this is not mandatory. I'm guessing Alex probably forgot about that. I think that's really easy to forget about, but he doesn't have to pop his own hamster. He can just give it back. So yeah, I think not setting Icarus first turn was definitely a misstep. So right now we draw into another Sirocco. We don't have really anything set up, but if this value touches the grave, or if anything touches the grave. I don't know why you're gulping. So yeah, we just swing it with that. Wait, don't we know his back row or bottomless Icarus? Yeah, so we know his back row or bottomless Icarus. Um, so yeah, man, fuck. I'm probably like, no, we're keeping this in hand. But I don't think summoning this. Yeah, probably not. Some more cards for him to. I think we could have just summoned it for an 800. Alright, so now we're going to get reverse birded. Reverse bird. But we do have the Icarus. So we should not be triggering the Icarus on this. Like, preemptively at all. The bottomless that. Yep. Yep. Fantastic. Good stuff. Good stuff. We charge. We mill. Nothing. We got a Raiko. So he sets one, plays around the Icarus. Yeah, I think you just swing into, and you just go Sirocco swing, because he's gonna pop the Sirocco. So you don't want to swing in with value and miss out on the 800. Okay, so we don't swing at all. Yeah, I don't think there's any real reason not to swing at all, because he's not gonna play into the Icarus. Okay, so we hit the known Icarus. Okay, when we do the Alex Rodriguez special, Icarus, one of their cards in our legacy, which is not bad, and we got to keep our. I don't know about hitting the Icarus with the Raiko. I think like, yeah, like you had one card on his field, you presume that he's not going to be hitting it with the Icarus, but I guess in hindsight, knowing that that's something that if you see Yadas or just playing against birds, you know that they probably have the bird trap card, or there's a good chance they have it. That was a solid play though, and we should probably be off to the races. We don't have anything set up for the value, and we got, what is this? So we'll mirror force this. We might not win. We don't mirror force because we have a value grave. That's fair. Yeah, duh. Don't mirror force, but we might have to eventually. And then like bottomless the next thing. Yeah, we mirror force now. We can value now. We bottomless this. Let's see, do we bottomless this? Or am I bottomlessing it? Yeah, you don't have anything. Oh, you have something to crash with it? I think that's fair, bottomlessing it. Mill 3 more. Probably bringing out the value synchro. Nope. Okay. God, he's milled so much of his deck. Yeah, why not? Why not mill the? If he bottomlesses. Okay, you set your hamster. If you don't have to attack with it. So you set a torrential into our own hamster. If we're gonna set this, don't set this, and vice versa. Probably just set this. Keep this in hand. Wait, do we even have Raikos? No, no Raikos. Okay. Then like just fucking start swinging. Start fucking swinging. He only has one D prison. Yeah, man. So we mill another 3. If we don't, did you check to see if you have Rykos? He's gonna look at his deck. Yeah, okay. So we keep that set. Cheating. We still not summoning the Vayu, man. We have 2 live Vayus to try to end this game with. Like, if he mirror forces, okay. Like, they came from the grave anyway. And otherwise, like, we gotta win the game eventually. So he deprisons this finally. We still not summoning. Legacy, we draw into. We're gonna normal summon that. Icarus the 2. Hmm. Why? Why Icarus the now? You could have gone. I don't know. I'm probably waiting for that. You know, it's a hamster. Like this shit isn't like the hamster's not doing anything to this. Is he going to take back this as well? Oh no, we got a Sirocco. So if we finally summon shit, we should. I think before you do that, no, there's only 1 card in hand. So yeah, if we would have kept, if we would have seen that we didn't have the Rykos in hand. So I think this was probably a pivotal point. If we saw we didn't have Rykos in hand, and we kind of thought about what we had already milled, what's left in deck. Like we knew we had at least 2 level 4s coming, plus the hamster. We could torrential on whatever he summons, or he Icarus attacks it, whatever. With the card trooper, we could have gone hamster, top deck. Maybe spin shit, and then bring out the Vayu boys to end the game. Again, I know that's in hindsight, but I feel like we had so many turns to win the game, and we're just so this is gonna get deprisoned. Now we draw Mirror Force, because like yeah, they could have Mirror Force, like I guess while you're not summoning the shit to like you're trying to play around Mirror Force, but like every turn that you pass is also another turn that they can draw Mirror Force too. Um, so now we have a strong. We can go Goyo. Send Vayu. Hmm. Maybe. Okay, we have Necrogarden. I forgot about that. I forgot about that too as well. Set Mirror Force. So we go top deck Plague, Brio bounce the set. No, because we need. Um, we need to get over the Goyo. Probably. Hmm. Yeah, probably Brio bounce the Goyo. Swing with the Brio for game. He mirror forces. Then you can summon your own, or just like set the other Gruffer. I'm guessing that's what we're doing. Or no, we're gonna discard the Gruffer for Brio. So we're swinging. We do that. Then we summon. Do we summon the Vayu? What trap cards have you used? Used a bottomless. Yeah, man, you have a wait no, we used one of them. Um, and if he draws Sirocco, which he's only seen one, yeah, if he draws two, like one of Sirocco's probably not very good. Okay, um, so we do that. I think this is definitely something like it could be right, could be wrong. I'm not sure. If he draws Sirocco, okay, so we draw another Blizzard. Jesus. Okay, so we're just gonna Goyo it back, or yeah, we can just make another Goyo, summon the Bora. That's unfortunate. We kill. We don't take. Okay, so you cannot. Okay, so I'm guessing Kevin wasn't watching. I feel like Kevin would probably know, but you can't Goyo take a Vayu Synchro monster because they weren't special summoned. They weren't synchro summoned correctly. So this would technically be in the grave. Um, don't know if that matters. Oh, did they realize? Yeah, Kevin. Cool. I'm in the chat, but I don't think I'm watching this game. I think I had to go somewhere. So we hit over with the known Dark Refer. So yeah, I think we just had to. It's hard to like think about this, but I think we had to play like what is in our deck left. What can we still do? And maybe the answer is nothing. I don't know. Um, yeah, but maybe not. He would have drawn the Blizzard anyway. It just sucks that. Yeah. Hmm. I think there are a bunch of different ways that Alex could have won that one, or Alex Little could have won that one. All right, two. Jesus, that was game one. Okay, game one or game two, we have Vayu going first with a uh, again kind of like below average hand, but we do have the dust shoot, we do have the dad, had to kind of counteract those other cards. Going first. I'm also probably setting bottomless. Yeah, there. I don't think there's any reason not to set bottomless, because let's like if he has any blackbirds, um, yeah, like if he heavies, he's just heavying for a bottomless. It's not that bad, and I don't know if he would heavy after you dust shoot him standby phase. I mean maybe to get the whirlwind, but so yeah, I'm definitely setting the bottomless there. We because like you just need to cut them off, and like again, bottomless I guess wouldn't have hit um the Kalut, but like that Kalut could have easily been a Boro or could have been a Sirocco or just another Shura, in which you would have want that bottomless down. Uh, so we go that we get the Blizzard. Um, I think we just hit into it. Mm, yeah, I think we hit into it. See if it's a right if it's a Vayu, we can stop him from Kaiasing our Whirlwind next turn potentially, or Kaiasing our level 3 since we want to have a Blackbird in the graveyard for Blizzard. So I think we definitely want to attack here. Uh, yeah, we hit the Whirlwind. Um, set Tornado, set Dust. Don't set or Deep Prison, set Dust. Don't set the Deep Prison. Um, I think that's good. So now he isn't 100% sure what card to set. So he could be trying to play around Deep Prison a little bit. We set another Raikou. We draw another Blizzard, unfortunately. We do this, pop another back row. So this is a good trade for us as the value player because we're just milling, and the other player's not really doing anything to advance anything. So we set the deep prison. Set the gruffer. Gruffer now goes hard because we have two engrave. And we know that's a deep prison, or we're he didn't. I don't think he even shuffled his hand. So I think we're 100% sure that's deep prison. Um, so now we can just dad and like maybe win. Yep. I don't know what the misplay was. Um, yeah, I don't know. Or maybe a misclick. I don't know. Okay, so if we know this is just in case he drew a torrential and this wasn't a deep prison, I would have synchroed first. I guess he would have torrential on any of this, so you know you're probably 100% certain it's a deep prison. So we go ahead, make in this scenario with a bottomless set. We know he has a heavy. Could go Stardust. Could go Thought Ruler. Probably just going Stardust. Okay, so we go Thought Ruler. Um, why don't we? Why don't we? I think we just pop the deep prison, so you can swing in with everything. That's or let's see. Could he have gone for game? So 23 plus. This could have been 28, 51 plus another 3k, 81 minus 279. Okay, so we could have put him at 100 life points if we went for like Goyo with this instead of Thought Ruler. Because like the thing is like this is cool when it's by itself, but when you have a dad, this doesn't negate targeting of anything. It only negates targeting of psychics. Um, so like a top deck brain control still like you lose from or like you get outed from. Um, so like the other play would have actually put him under brain control. Also, why? Yeah, just pop the D prison so you could attack with everything. I think that was a misplay for sure. Um, I think he was just kind of like focused on like this can negate a deep prison, but like just pop it so you can get it. Okay, yeah. So if we would have attacked with this, we would have made a top deck brain control dead anyway. So like this card is not doing anything. You don't have any other values in grave. So we go Blizzard. This isn't gonna do shit, right? Because we know he has a bottomless question mark. No, but he has a bottomless. So it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything regardless. So we pop the deep prison now. Get deep prisoned anyway. Yeah, that's really weird, man. I will say, I know. Why are we doing this? Why do we do that? What the fuck? Why do we pay half of our life against the Sirocco deck? Holy shit, is that game? Okay, no. Ooh, I'm so confused what the point of that was. So we get the Caius. Jesus. Oh man, I wish we could have gone back. That was, if he didn't draw that Caius, that would have been so punished. Yeah, it's mandatory, but activating return is not mandatory. All right, so blah, 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 I'm probably setting value passing. Uh, why the fuck not? Why the fuck am I not setting value? I don't know. So we go for Armonite. Weird. And then summoning Armonite. I'm definitely okay. So against Blackwings with the Shura deck, I'm definitely going Greffer, so I can ditch the Necroguard out of my hand. One, so I can protect against a Shura that could attack my Greffer and summon some shit from deck, get a value out of deck. Two, my Necroguard in the grave can protect my Greffer so that I can follow up. Use Greffer next turn and Caius next turn. So I think Rhoda for Greffer is definitely okay. So he wants to grab the other monster. Yeah. After he, so he wants to do that, but not play it. So yeah, I would definitely play it too. I'd play the Greffer. Okay, so I was saying I know that both of them are watching the like Celtics game right now, which I'll give some leeway. Alex, the value player, because some of these plays are messy. Shake my fucking head. All right. Okay, yeah, they're just talking about basketball. I'm calling you a dumbass fraud. You're the dumbass fraud. Alex has played good. Alex Rodriguez played good. Yeah, and then this is a sick ass fucking being able to kill through the crow. Siding, okay, so one siding the crow against Blackwings is crazy. Being able to kill through the crow, even fucking funnier. So get fucking destroyed and owned. Yeah, and he leaves without the GG. Very, very perfect way to end this round 6. All right, so that is round 6. Let me go ahead, pull up challenge. I think at the end of round 6, blah, 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 blah. At the end of round 6, let's go ahead. Just, oh my god. At the end of round 6, we have Keihei in first, Kevin in second, Mitch and me tied for third. We have Alex Rodriguez in fourth. Yeah, and then these tied for fifth. Or, yeah, whatever. And then bottom down there. All right, so that is round 6 done.